Okay, so I guess we're going to start here in the back of the racks, which is probably the scariest place. This is the back of the Scanimate rack, and over here is the video rack. I've got some lights in. So this is what's coming out to be put in the other room. So again, these are from the back, but this is the sync generator. And you see all of these are the BNC type cables. Let me find the camera so I can get in front of it here, which is pretty standard for analog video. This is an older one that's been soldered on, but the newer ones are the crimp type, and they're a little bit easier to get on and off. There's also a real handy thing here that is like a long screwdriver device, and when you've got a lot of connectors going in there, like in that corner, it makes it real nice to just be able to reach in there and pull out a cable or stick one back in. I know it's kind of hard to see that. So the top row is sync generator. The second row, these are distribution amplifiers, and in this case I only have 3 of them connected. The whole cage is populated with amplifiers, but it basically takes one input, and here the looping input is terminated, and it gives you 8 outputs. I'll see if I can shine a little bit more light on it here. Okay, so anytime you've got a signal that you need to send multiple places, it goes into a distribution amplifier. Like in this case, this is the input signal, and then all of these are the outputs. So then from there, this is the back of the Grass Valley 100 switcher. And you can see most of these are the inputs that loop through. So in the case where you have a signal and it stops here, it's terminated. But in some cases the signal goes in here and loops back out here, so you can continue it on to someplace else. 75 ohm video cables need to be terminated. So then the next one down, let's see, that is the that's the frame sync. That's got 2 frame synchronizers in it. The next thing down is the little switcher that I use for my preview source. It's actually a security switcher, and that, as you see, doesn't have all the inputs hooked up. Next down is the decoder, which takes a regular NTSC signal and turns it into red, green, and blue. Then we've got that Dell monitor that's displaying all that. This is the backs of the vectorscope and sync generator. And then that mess down there is my routing switcher, which I'm not sure if I'm going to use in this new setup or not. There's one of the cats. Ever helpful. So then this is the back of the next rack over, which has got it's got a Betacam machine, it's got the DPM 700. There's the back of another Betacam machine. This is the back of my Sony master monitor. That's a DVD recorder, that's a cable box, and that's about it for this rack. So as you can see, I've always tried to keep a whiteboard here with how everything's connected together. That's soon going to be out of date and need to be corrected. So that's kind of what we're starting with, and I'm just going to start taking cables loose here. I can figure out where my cell phone is aimed, and that's basically how we get started, and I'll catch up with you when I get a little bit further along.